Good morning, Stan fam. This is none other than Ian the Stan Man here. Get it? No, you don't. You never appreciate any jokes that I make, so. Moving on. I got bored one of these days, and as you guys notice, my setup looks a little different. Kind of a different angle, kind of a different way of how things work, and you're probably going, well, what does it look like now? So without further ado, I recorded this video on my iPhone and I'm going to show you guys what all is in my setup. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
And as you guys can see, the setup looks exactly like this now. So it's a lot more organized and it's a lot, I think, better looking kind of for this room. If you guys noticed, or did notice at one point, my camera is going to be facing towards, kind of towards the side entrance of my house instead of the front entrance, technically. And also, my camera used to be facing this way, kind of like towards the bedroom, as you guys can see. But at one point I also had a little camera stand so I could kind of angle the camera accordingly, like towards this window when it was facing this way with this long part, as I'm going to show you guys now. So this long part used to come out this way. That's a picture of my grandpa, may he rest in peace, and that's actually him holding me as a baby. I miss you every day, Grandpa. Not a day goes by where I don't think about you. He was a good dude, and I wish I could have had a beer with him, but moving on. Here's my chair. This is something from IKEA. I don't know what it is. It's comfortable. My wife bought this for me, and she also bought me this desk. So I'm kind of glad that she did. And by the way, baby, if you're watching this video, thank you. So as you can see, and before I even sit my ass down, you're gonna go, he's a furry, he likes tails. Shut the fuck up. I like tails, but I'm not a furry. Get the fuck over it. That ain't who I am. I'm not gonna sexualize a character like that. Get the fuck out. Especially not a character that's a kid. So for starters, I'm gonna start off with my headset. This is the Logitech G733 wireless headset. I have the dongle for it off. Usually it comes with like a microphone, but you can detach that. It is a chargeable one, so if you have the lights on it, it's gonna drain the battery really quickly. I can show you that later. I typically just keep the lights off and it lasts a long fucking time, so that's good. Now here's the hand. I'm gonna start off with this laptop, and there's another laptop behind it. You're gonna go, ew, Apple, but bear with me. So we have the HP Victus 15.6-inch gaming laptop that has 64 gigs of memory, a 4 terabyte solid state drive, an Intel Core i5-12450H octa-core processor, which is actually pretty good. And then it's got an NVIDIA GTX 1650. A lot of people are going to say, like, it's going to be kind of bottlenecked a little bit. But hey, as long as it can run my games pretty decently well, I'm not going to complain. And I'm a tech guy, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And I can also just turn off... Oops, that's the wrong thing. I could turn off the laptop keyboard if I want to. This laptop keyboard's not bad, I just don't want to wear out the keys on it. So I'm going to close the lid real quick. And then as you can see, not really much else changes. It just switched to Discord, which that's always fun, so fix that. In the back, actually, while I'm here, is the MacBook Pro from 2021. This was a gift from my brother-in-law, Andrew. By the way, thank you for it. I really like it. I still do. It's got an M1 Pro processor and GPU Apple combines the two as a kind of like it's got like integrated graphics. It's not like discrete. Whereas like this is discrete, that's integrated. So moving on, it's got 32 gigs of memory and a 1 terabyte solid state drive. So very good. This is the Apple Magic Mouse, and then this is a little, what do you even call this? I can't even remember what this is called, but this is what they use when they're like, action! Because, funny enough, my brother-in-law is a filmmaker, so... Also, if you are very tech illiterate, do not use this mouse. I know a lot of people are gonna go, well, there's no scroll wheel! Of course there's no scroll wheel. It's the Magic Mouse. It's supposed to be minimalist. It's kind of like a touchpad. I like it, but definitely don't play games with this. This sucks. Great for everyday use, though. So, moving on. I'm gonna go over to the monitor real quick. I know I can't really turn this because it's gonna fuck up the video. But, this monitor, I had 2 of these. This is the LG 27-inch. I don't even know what the hell this is called anymore. All I know is that it's 27 inches, and it has a 144 hertz display, which is also the same as the laptop, the gaming laptop, the Victus. Apple has True Motion, so I think it just varies the refresh rate. Switch over to Steam real quick and view small mode so you guys aren't getting bombarded by Tails doing whatever the hell he's doing. So, the laptop cooler is, I think, Ice Cool Wheel, I think. I don't even remember what it's called. But it has different light modes, so I just turn it off like a dumbass. Duh. So this basically adjusts the fan from 6 to 1. I just keep that shit on full blast. Make it go red, green, blue, cyan, purple. I guess like breathing. Like a wave kind of thing. And I think that actually looks cool. I can make it the Skittles color where it could go, taste the rainbow, motherfucker! And then rainbow slower, and then back to red. Usually I just keep it red because I like it, and it's also an easy color to fall asleep to because warmer colors actually can help with sleep, I think. Up here is the Logitech C920 webcam. I'm actually going to switch it to this. Yeah, it's cool. This is a Logitech C920 webcam. I've had this webcam since I was actually in middle school. This camera is one of the sturdiest cameras I've ever used, and it never has let me down. So Logitech, great fucking job. Love your camera. I've had this since I was like 13 or 14, something like that, and it is still a damn good camera. You know a camera is good when I'm using it 9 or 10 plus years later. I'm 23, so good for you guys. Don't mind the coffee. This is not part of the setup, although it is to help me wake up. This is the Razer Huntsman Mini. This is the only non-Logitech item that I have on the desk. I love this keyboard, and I think, honestly, despite the lack of, the arrow keys and whatever have you, this is the go-to keyboard for me. It works, it's portable, it's very small, and I'm kind of glad to have this keyboard. It's so nice. And you're probably going to go, well, what about the lack of the arrow keys? Well, if you hold function, all of these keys light up, and then you can do whatever it is that you need to. It does kind of screw with the lighting. The one thing I don't like, but even though it is helpful, is just the caps lock thing, because it messes up the color. But I don't know, I like it. It's a good keyboard. Razer, you did good with this one. Here's my Xbox controller. I don't even remember what color this is, but this is a $70 controller, something like that. It's like a different kind of controller. And the cool thing is, if it vibrates, you can see the mechanical parts move. So this is a cool controller. I bought this at a Best Buy. This is coffee. Just kidding. This is the Logitech G305. And I know a lot of people are probably going to be very biased on this and go, oh, it's just a shitty gaming mouse because it doesn't have rainbow colors, so you're not going to be shitting rainbows while you get headshots, but I like the minimalist design. I like how it feels in my hand. I use it actually quite a bit more than any other mouse that I have owned in the past, so this one's a solid one for me. And if I do this, I think I adjusted the DPI. Yeah, you can adjust the DPI with it. Solid mouse. I like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Not every mouse is for everybody. And by the way, this is a clock. Not really impressive by any standards, but it can play FM music. I'm not going to play music on it, but this is an FM clock, so if I wanted to listen to like the radio, I could do that. So that's a cool thing that I found in Vegas, believe it or not. This is the Fifine A6V microphone with a boom arm that is supposed to come separately, I guess, but it works for this microphone. I like the RGB with it, but I kind of wish it could just stay one color or have like customizable what is it? Customizable lights. And if you turn it off, muted, turn it back on, back to normal. This adjusts, I think, the gain. I think this is the right way for it. Depends on how you face the microphone. And I'm gonna now show you guys my Mac setup. So I'm gonna have to switch HDMIs, turn the mouse on. Yep, there you go. Here's my Mac. And then I think I just have to switch the, keyboard, which, you know, that's not too terrible. And I didn't show you guys this earlier, but I'll show you guys for sake of convenience. You're probably going to wonder, how can you get your keyboard, this, to work with this? Well, oh shit, it turned off. Work, bitch. Alright, so, log in real quick. No password for you, lol. Fuck you. Yeah, so here's my Mac. That's me and my wife. She's a cutie. I love her. Yeah, now you know where I live. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, this is basically my Mac. Not really that impressive, I guess. But if I needed to ever work on something, I could always just open up iMovie. What's new in iMovie? I don't know. All kinds of shit, I guess. But I could always work on something with iMovie. And then I could edit whatever I recorded. Like if I record a video on OBS and I make sure it's the proper format, I could edit it right here. So this is kind of what my Mac is going to be for from here on out. And by the way, I like that. I don't want that. But yeah, there's my Discord again, and then back to the thing. Now I have a USB-C. Hard to see. Hard to USB-C it. But I have a USB-C hub, which has 2 ports, and then on the side right here, I have a spare port. And if you notice too, the microphone that I have for my Windows laptop is connected. I also have an Ethernet going down. And if you trace that, it goes all the way to this second router. So I can play with a theoretical wired connection. There's all the cables down there, in case you really give a shit. There's the laptop charger brick, which gets hot as a bitch, so it kind of sits on this. That's a good idea. This is the Mac, and then all the other shit. So the desk, there's actually a plug for the desk. I don't know if you guys can really see it. Probably not with this fucking light. Yeah, so you can kind of see it, but this plugs in the monitor. And I think there's one other part. I think it's just the monitor. But then it goes down here and it gives the desk power. And there's also a USB hub on it, so I could put lights behind the desk if I wanted to. But I'm not in the mood for that right now. But this powers everything that I need. Always, always, always use a surge protector. God damn it. Now, What else do I have? I have a drawer right here which has a bunch of shit, and I'm not gonna go through this right now. So, yeah, hide yo cables, motherfucker. And then I have a big ass jug of water which I need to fill up because you know what? Stay hydrated. And then just a bunch of random shit, but I'll kind of go through this. This is a Dell laptop bag that I've had since I owned my first gaming laptop back in 2018. That was a gift that I got for getting my first degree black belt in Taekwondo, so that was awesome. This is the bag for my Mac, Windows thing, a light strip. I even forgot what these are. That's a weather radio. I know I live in Idaho, but it's good to stay informed by NWS Boise. That might actually have been what it was. It was probably a charger, one of the charger things that I had at one point. And then, those two books down there are actually German Bibles. I like to study German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Mein Deutsch ist nicht perfekt, aber es ist nicht schlecht. Entschuldigung. But, and then this is an air purifier, also from IKEA. And then up here is all kinds of other things. That's my wife and I. That's a bobblehead of the Angels. Go Angels. I love the baseball team. That is a semi-truck that my friend got for me in Vegas, funny enough, when he went. That is a flask full of whiskey. That is a peach from Animal Crossing. And then, of course, you all know that looks sus, but I got these plushes for both my wife and I. She has the pink one, I have the blue one. Why not? I thought it was cool. I thought it was cute. Why not? So, yeah, I mean, other than that, this is kind of my setup. It's not very. I don't know if it's not impressive or what, but I think it gets the job done.
So there you have it. That's my entire setup. It's two laptops with one big old monitor, which kind of takes the two girls, one cup thing to a different level. Two laptops, one monitor. You get the idea. Don't dare look up that, especially if you're older. You don't need to be traumatized. Now, with that being said, make sure that you guys stay up to date with me on Twitch, which you can find me at twitch.tv/I'm Ian the Stan Man. Make sure to follow and stay up to date on everything. Hell yeah. Make sure to join the Discord, which I will put in the link. I mean, the description. The link in the description, you dumb fuck, Ian. And also make sure to follow me on Twitter and especially Instagram. I know I only have a couple shorts posted on there, but as more shorts and better clips of me get put, you're going to see a lot more output. And finally, last thing I want to bring up is remember how I mentioned Andrew in the video, my brother-in-law? Funny enough, he's making a film right now. He's a filmmaker. So let's make sure that we give that brother some love and support. He's currently in the works of another film that he made. The first film that he made was called excuse me. It's called My List of Bodies I Buried in the Woods, which is a killer thriller kind of thing, you know? Kind of a silent, creepy, like horror-ish movie. So this next movie that he's making is kind of similar in that same vein. Kind of the same like cast and crew and all kinds of stuff like that. So make sure that we give the brother some love and support, and I will be posting a link to his latest creation, as in the movie that is up and coming, down in the description box. And if you live in the Utah, like in northern Utah, if you live within the Wasatch Front, which I don't, I live in Idaho, make sure that you guys give that brother some love and support. Let's spread his creation around. Let's give the homeboy some love, why don't we? So thank you all for watching. This is the Stan Man here. I'm going to be signing out of this video, as I always do. With that being said, make sure that you guys stay up to date on everybody, because YouTube is not always the greatest sometimes. So, with that being said, I will see you guys on that digital battlefield. And again, make sure to give the homeboy some support. What do you got to lose? Peace out, Stan fam. The Stan Man will see you guys later. Take care, everybody.